The number one rule of pancakes: do not overmix. Overmixing may toughen pancakes. Do not overmix. Does overmixing pancakes really ruin them? We're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna overmix pancakes on 3 different levels. Let's start off by having our control pancakes, which are the general lumpy, not very mixed pancakes. Let's do a quick comparison on these 2 batters. I use the same amount of mix and water in both of them. This one, obviously, overmixed, super runny, no bubbles at all. This one here has lots of air pockets. It's light and fluffy and is undermixed, mixed to the way they say you should. But here on Some Dads Cook, we push testing to the limit. Let's cook them and see if there is actually a difference. At first inspection here, the undermixed pancake, or lumpy pancake, let's say lumping going forward. Can we agree on that? Lumpy, you know what that means. Lumpy pancake is getting a lot of volume. It's really high. It didn't spread out very far. Just some observation. Overmixed pancake. My observation on the overmixed, it's actually growing a lot more than I thought it would. Once we flipped, that's when it really started to rise. I don't know if you can see this, but it's got some good volume on it. We will go ahead and compare them side by side when this one's done. Okay, so in comparison, the one on top is the undermixed or lumpy. The one on bottom is the overmixed. So the lumpy is a little bit bigger, but I'm quite surprised at the overmixed. So now, let's try them out. Now let's try the overmixed. And the box said it would be tough. It's not tough, very fluffy. Okay, so far the verdict. The lumpy pancake. Some of the bites you get like a hit of like baking powder or baking soda. It's kind of like a bitter pocket of flavor, and it's not like there's powder or dough or anything. These ones, the overmixed, I don't get that as much. And the overmixed actually feel lighter and fluffier, whereas the undermixed, lumpy, are more dense. Our next level of overmixing pancakes with a KitchenAid. I think it's safe to say those are overmixed. We are getting some really good growth out of this pancake. I'm actually surprised at how much of a lift we're getting. Over whisking, am I right? Okay, let's get this thing off, slice it in half, and compare it with the other 2. I am shocked. I'm literally shocked at how poofy and airy this is. Let's compare it. Overmixed by KitchenAid, overmixed by hand, undermixed lumpy. Let's try it. See how it tastes. The texture's not bad, and it's not tough. It's actually light and fluffy. Now let's take it one step further and see if we can really overmix them. Last and certainly not least, overmixing the pancakes with a high-powered blender. Let's throw in the ingredients. We're doing the exact same amount we've done the whole time. will it blend? I think we can deem these as overmixed. Super ultra overmixed pancakes. I've got to be honest. Before this video, I had never mixed pancakes with a KitchenAid or a blender. So I'm experiencing this as you are. So I'm going to be surprised at whatever happens here. I have no idea. We're figuring this out as we go. Let's cut this one. Now let's compare the super overmixed pancake with our others. Okay, for comparison, this is our undermixed lumpy, overmixed by hand, overmixed by KitchenAid, and overmixed by blender. So the one with the most volume and bubbles and airiness, I would say, is the KitchenAid, surprisingly. The blender, I think, obliterated it. So let's check now with the blender obliterated pancake. Is it tough? Actually has a little bit harder time pulling apart. Let's try it out. I am shocked. It actually is a little bit like tough. It's hard to explain, but it's chewy in a bad way and kind of tough. But it took a high-powered blender to overmix it to the point where it's tough. In conclusion, does overmixing pancakes really ruin them? I think not. Actually, I think overmixing them, in some cases, tastes better, has better texture. So, my opinion, the lumpy, undermixed, no go. The overmixed in the blender, no go. But overmixed by hand and KitchenAid turned out pretty well.